Hi everyone, this is Eric from Traders Helping Traders with this week's Tricks of the Trade. This week I am going to share with you one of the most powerful trading formations ever. And the best thing about this trading formation is it doesn't require any special abilities or any special tools or any special indicators to interpret. But it does require attention because it will sneak up on you rather quickly. It works in all time frames and all markets. So for those of you who are looking for a little bit of an edge when you're day trading, this might just be that edge you're looking for. Alright, so what is this mysterious formation that I want you to look for? Well, essentially, it's a basic support and resistance signal, but we don't address it all that often. When we have support and resistance, we know that in an uptrending market, the market needs to make higher resistance and higher levels of support. Right? You'll see that happen time and again. The market will make a resistance level, come down, make support, go up, make new resistance, come down, hit support. And just as a little aside, you'll notice that the new support is often where the old resistance is. That's also a very valuable tip. But the market will continue along making new resistance, higher support, higher resistance, higher support all the time so long as it is in an uptrending market. But eventually the market will run out of steam. And when it does run out of steam, then you're going to have your best opportunity to go counter trend to the original trend. Now I know I always preach don't take counter trend signals. They're less reliable, but this is a very reliable one. And what happens is the market will show you that it's running out of steam by giving you this. All of a sudden, you will get lower resistance. This is why I'll often throw support and resistance lines on my chart. Or if you don't like to see the whole line go across, you can just draw a partial line. And it's just something to remind you that the market should be reacting to these levels. We should see support come in near old resistance, which it did here. But now all of a sudden you'll notice that the market came up short of the old resistance level. That is your very first indication that this market could be running out of steam. Now the beauty of this particular signal is that there's rarely a rush to get into it. If you're very alert, you might have spotted that this is a little bit of a trend line here. We're kind of trading near the trend line. We have a confirmation of resistance. So we have all these things saying that the market would head lower. But let's say you're a little bit cautious and you're not quite sure what the market's going to do when it hits this old area of support. That's a very valid concern. So the more aggressive you might decide to sell it off early, but the more cautious might wait to see what happens when the market actually tests the area of support. So in this instance, you see that the market has in fact broken through the support. But look at what happens a few bars later. You get a retest of the support from the underside, which will now be acting as resistance. And remember, these lines are never to be taken exact. These are always zones. The market will tend to fudge them a little bit one way or another, most times. So here, the market broke through the other side a little bit, but not very far. Again, it did not recapture the previous highs, so everything is suggesting that in fact prices will head lower. And here we have our resistance with our green-red bar combination and a second chance to sell this market short. And then once again it continues lower and the whole cycle goes over and over and over. And of course it happens to the downside as well, where the market will show you that the downtrend is no longer continuing and will give you an opportunity to perhaps get in on a reversal to the upside. So as I said, very powerful, very effective. It happens in every single market and every single time frame if you are alert enough to look for it. And you'll notice in this particular market that it actually occurred a couple of times. The market rallied again, put in a new high, and then promptly came back and failed again. And we actually were able to take advantage of this one here. And once again, you'll notice that you've got a few things in your favor. You've got a possible trend line test. The market has failed where the old, it's broken through where the old resistance was, which should have acted as support. So it's broken through there. And it has established a lower resistance level. We would have expected the market to at least get up there to test it. And then, of course, prices take off and head lower. And once again, you can see that you didn't have to be in any hurry. If you weren't sure, you just had to wait a couple of days and you had another opportunity to get back in. And as I said, this will happen intraday as well. So something to keep an eye out for. Super powerful formation. Definitely one I encourage you to add to your trading arsenal. And that's this week's Tricks of the Trade.